Welcome back to Living Local on this Farmers Market Friday. If you're a sucker for a good love story and delicious carbs, our next guest is quite the treat. Suzanne Tanner is a Switzerland native who immigrated to the United States to marry the love of her life. Then she discovered a second love, baking. Now she's sharing her Swiss culture with the Quad Cities through homemade baked goods. And here, joining us in studio is Suzanne Tanner with Suzanne's Swiss Bakery. Thank you so much for being here.
Oh, it's always a pleasure to be here. Thank you, Brandy.
So what inspired your love for baking?
Well, you have to tell you, Brandy, I never baked in Switzerland. I always thought it was
Really?
too complicated and too time-consuming, but there was something I did not like about America. Do you want to know? Do you want to know?
What is it?
Okay, it was the bread.
Really?
It was the bread, and that really inspired me to bake. And so over time, you know, love matures over time. I have the love of my life, which is Mark, but also love for baking through a necessity because, yep, I just didn't like the bread.
So you said, I'm going to fix this, and
Yep.
I'm going to,
That's what I did.
start baking on my own.
Yep.
Awesome. What an awesome story. So tell me the story behind the immigration to the United States.
Yes, okay, thanks for asking that. That's very adventurous. I always wanted to live in America, well, in an English-speaking country, because my mother was from England and my father was from Switzerland. And so at the age of 47, I met Mark online. He's from Ohio originally, and he married me within 6 months. And so that's my immigration. I am a green card holder, but but soon this is my mask.
Swiss by birth,
American by choice. So that's the difference between you and me. I'm going to be an American by choice next year. And so it's been very adventurous here in America, not so easy. Immigration is never easy.
No.
But I've been here now 12 years, and to next year I'm going to be like you, an American.
Awesome. What an awesome story.
Yes.
Wow. So let's talk about these baked goods. So what are some of the things that you make besides bread? Is it all bread?
No, it started out as bread,
Okay.
braided bread, and then I started to make croissants. So I would say I'm probably, oh yeah, here in the picture we have the bread. Those are new creations, a walnut roll with rye flour, and then bread with different seeds. The Americans like that very much. That's a vegan brioche
Nice.
for vegans. So we're doing that. We're developing those. Croissants, like I said, with
croissants.
and that's time consuming. This morning I made puff pastry because I really feel Americans deserve, that's the croissants there, yep. Americans deserve quality product, and that's the nice thing about, you know, small businesses and farmers market. They are made from scratch. So like I said this morning, I made puff pastry. This is a coconut macaroon, so usually small. But
I was going to say that's huge.
Yeah, but everything, I always say everything is big in America except the paycheck and the drive-thrus. The drive-thrus are very narrow and the paycheck is very small. But this is a baseball Swiss coconut macaroon, and the Americans really like it. And then I make the cross myself with fondant, so that's edible.
Yeah, yeah, awesome. So what makes Swiss baked goods different from American?
So I don't want to be, you know, mean towards America because I'm becoming an American next year. So I asked my clients, and some clients just said, okay, the portion size is small, like the croissant is smaller. Well, this is not so, it's not so small, but usually just smaller. As in America, everything is big in America, but then also we use fillings, like I shred a lot of nuts, almonds, walnuts. Just the taste is different than in America. Like those are Linzer cookies, then we have the apple streusel cake, and then another streusel cake. So
how pretty, too.
Streusel means crumble in German. So I educate Americans. Linzer cookie is something that comes from the German-speaking world, like Germany, Austria, and Switzerland. Yeah, like I said, what was the question now?
So some of the differences between the Swiss bakery goods compared to American.
As I don't want to be, you know, condescending, not condescending, but judgmental.
Yeah.
But it's like, it tastes better. It's European, it's made from scratch, just different flavors, I would say, but good. delicious and good.
And so what does your day look? What for a baker? I mean, because you're talking about your shredding, nuts and things like that. That's time consuming.
I've become very muscular.
Look at those.
Afterwards you can see. So I work for Iowa State. I'm a nutrition educator. So I work 30 hours a week for the extension office. But then, like this morning, I get up at 4:45, I start preparing, and then in the evening I work a lot, 1 or 2 hours. Fridays I usually work from 10 in the morning to 8 in the evening in the bakery, so that's another 10 hours. Oh, and then Saturday I get up at 1 in the morning and work until 1 at the market. So it's about 30 hours a week I work for the bakery.
Goodness.
On the side. Yes.
Wow.
So yeah.
You don't have time for much else, right?
Oh, it's just I have a joy of baking.
And
I have a joy for Americans, and I feel they deserve quality products. Yeah.
Definitely, definitely. So one of the best ways to experience culture is through food.
Yes.
What do you want folks to know about food from Switzerland?
Yeah, so my husband gave the credo, it was delicious, fresh and homemade. So that's what I would say, but I also want to say about Switzerland, you see, we're famous for chocolate, so this is a gift I'm going to give you.
Oh, awesome, chocolate.
I also got a Swiss watch recently from my cousin Margaret. We are famous for Swiss watches also.
Yes, yes.
Swiss cheese. My socks are Swiss, my earrings are Swiss.
Everything, yes.
So, I just would say, hey, come and visit me at the market. I am there every Saturday from 8 to 1. And then I'll also be indoors when the market closes this Saturday, closes outdoor. We have a super indoor renovated market with a lot of space. Come and visit me there. And I've always got a good story to tell you.
Yeah, definitely. And awesome baked goods,
yes,
right?
Yes.
Whether you're inside or out, you're there at the farmer's market.
Doesn't matter.
Well, Suzanne, thank you so much for coming on the show again and telling us your story and bringing us some awesome chocolate and baked goods. And if you want more information, you can find Suzanne's Swiss Bakery on Facebook. And we'll also have those details posted on ourquadcities.com.